Okay, hi. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi, I hope the stream is working. I did a couple of things to tweak it out, and I'm hoping to be streaming in two different places at once. That's what I'm hoping. Let me change here. Different camera. Hi, hello. You get to see my face today. I don't look all that great, I know, but I'm trying to be more active and show my face a little bit more so you guys can feel more, like you're actually talking to a human being and not just some random weirdo. So I am in a pony today. I got all this floof, all this floof happening. And I do want to continue playing some more Guild Wars 2 and doing more of the Living World season chapters. So we're coming back to our baby girl Loupeli here. Let me switch her equipment to her renegade. I'm still feeling extra saucy with all this wintry setup here. I should probably change the color of them boots. That's not what you want to see. I can't remember if I left them that way. Oh! That was weird, right? Did I get a better longbow? I can't remember. Yes. Oh, I thought about getting another longbow, but I ended up going with the, I think with the staff skin instead. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we're gonna try and do some more Living World season here. The last thing was that we were trying to get a conference happening. We did the Dragon's Reach Part 1. Plan of attack. Smoder agreed to attend the summit. Okay, yeah, so that was the last thing that happened. Smoder agreed to attend the summit after Ritlock lost his Sahathan to the Mists for trying to cleanse, I believe, Ascalon from the ghosts and stuff that are hunting the Char, basically. And so he agreed to come. So the next thing is hopefully to get more people to come to the summit or to actually start the summit. Rest in peace, Mr. Krabs. That's from my husband. I think it was this one. So this is where we start for the Dragon's Reach Part 2, which we're going to be starting today. So let's read the letter that Casimir sent to us. Dear Loupeli, I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen has had a situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I'll give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is that someone is spreading rumors that Queen Jenna not only met with evil Scarlet prior to the Queen's Jubilee celebration, but also considered to give Scarlet the mechanical watch nights. This, of course, is ridiculous. But the Queen can't leave Divinity's Reach until these rumors are squelched. Countess Anise has suggested that I use my intuitive ability to find the cats spreading the rumors and discredit them. But I don't want to do this alone. Will you come help me? So I think now we're heading off to Divinity's Reach to kick some rich noble's butt. Which is fine with me. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, you know what's something really, really fun? So I've been like, I use to like stream my games. I use Gamecaster, which is a beta, like off, uh, like an off program made by I believe XSplit, which is another streaming software. But Gamecaster is specifically built for video games, and they let you like create little scenes and stuff like that, and it's actually really nice, and it helps you like already like create like some of these things are already put together, and I managed to make a scene of just us You know, one-on-one chats, guys. I don't know why I find that so awesome. Okay, so we're gonna have to go this way. Ooh, give me this Trito. I'll take a tree. I have to leave this earphone like somewhat off because then I can't hear my kids crying. So sorry if I look ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna go over here to party politics. I hope this is actually working. I don't know if it's working or not, but I'm doing this. It's the first time I do it. Like I do a double stream to do different networks. So I'm not sure if it is actually going through or not. But that's on me. Actually, you know what? There is a way I can figure out if it's going through. I said, if I look at myself, right? I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to be like frozen in time or something, because that would suck so hard. Blah 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 blah. Oh, Casimir. Casimir's so pretty. I love Casimir. There should be yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, I was gonna do a stream yesterday and I had gotten ready and I was so like ready for it, and then I just lost it completely. It just didn't work out how I wanted it to. Well, not that it didn't come out how I didn't want it to. It's just I was distracted. I ended up doing like this whole karaoke binge just like for myself, because all I hear like every day is Elmo. Elmo and friends. You know what I'm talking about? Elmo and friends just having the time of their lives. Because my kid just watches cartoons all the day. So that's something. Alright,
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement.
Yeah.
We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Yeah. That sounds like real trouble. I can't tell if I have this very, very low or if I have low. Setting super low. So up the master button here for a second. Alright. Okay. Ignore that. Alright, let me just... Yeah. Because ponies tend to hurt. They tend to hurt. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. You're doing this. So who's talking shit about Miss Jenna here? Oh, there's Denise.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the commander of the Pact, and accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise, that's direct and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value. Well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value
small service,
overrides
Countess.
your father's misfortune.
Oh dear. Okay, let's start picking apart everything we say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
Okay, so someone here is talking trash. And, we gotta figure out who it is. Basically. Okay. Oh, there's Kanak. I can't remember if we meet Kanak here or if we met him before. No, I think we met him in Tritop. I think he was with us in Tritop. But I can't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, let's do this. I had to switch over microphones because I can't hear my kids actually crying. So I hope you guys can still hear everything. That wasn't too, distracting. Alright. Nobles? Can you believe some of these people? I bet they snuck in. What we need is someone to monitor these parties and toss out the unworthy. For instance, I don't really care. The other day, Lady Hannah aired so egregiously with this reasons fashion trend that I had to end our friendship. If only someone had sent her home early, we could have avoided the tragedy. And then, please stop. She hadn't the good sense to change clothes. I'm telling you, we need a dedicated group of people to enforce the higher standard amongst Divinity's elite residents. You're a terrible person, bye. Yeah, you're hot garbage, lady. Alright, how about... There's someone here. Someone...
He was up ill all last night. I told him not to eat that fourth pie. Hello.
Hello. No? Not you? You? No? Who are you?
You are...
You?
Excuse me.
Melissa aid you.
How
You?
is everything?
Oh, I do hope you're enjoying our offerings.
But I thought for certain it was Minister Wee
time
who
is
attended
precious.
court the day Scarlet was there. Ugh, you need another drink.
Who is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I have a vague recollection of that crazy Savari walking into her audience with the Queen. This was well before the attack of the city, by the way. I still don't know why I noticed her. Yeah, so do you like gardening? I was expecting to see Minister Wee's wife here today. Lady Wee, she gets the vapors, fragile constitution, poor dear, can't keep up with her husband. Apparently neither can I. I thought he was in court the day Scarlet had an audience with the Queen. Were you attending the court that day? If you've seen one minister, you've seen them all. If he was, then he's probably involved in these nasty lies about the Queen. Were you attending court that day? No, I was in the foyer. I saw them enter. There weren't many in attendance that day. I remember seeing a farmer with a complaint against his neighbor. He brought his goat along. Okay. If you've seen one minister, you've seen them all. It's the dour look on our faces. Seriously, it is rather difficult to confuse Minister Wee with Minister Still or even Minister Arton. My memory just isn't what it used to be. Which one did you confuse with Minister Wee? Why Wee? Wee? Why? Mr. Y? I guess calling him Mr. Y would be better than Mr. Wee. I guess I'll call him Y. Why? I saw Estelle enter the throne room along with the goat farmer, Mr. Arton, and a Silvari. That wretch turned out to be Scarlet. She did.
I
Alright, peace
remember
out.
hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any attention back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
Okay. So all these people are just talking out of their ass.
I wish we hadn't invited the ministers. They make me so uncomfortable. Especially a minister. Excuse me, are you eavesdropping? Yes, what is it?
You do realize, I'm sure, that it's rude to eavesdrop, were you? No, my lady, I merely wanted to introduce myself. I'm Loupeli. Oh, I do beg your pardon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lady Allison, and my companion here is Lady Brenda. Brenda. Are you enjoying the party? Some of the guests seem rather tense. I wouldn't think anyone could ignore such a beautiful night as this. Oh, I'm quite sure that some ministers prefer dark nights like this to sunny days. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I've met a few of them. Crazy. How long has it been since you visited our fair city? I return as regularly as I can to visit my friends. She's not lying, but she's being evasive. Try again and press her for more information whenever she talks about the ministers. Some of the guests seem rather tense. A particular minister makes you uncomfortable. Minister Catechus, of course. He surrounds himself with intrigue, cloaks, daggers, shadows, all that nasty business. Don't let him look upon you, my dear. Once he has his sights on you, you're doomed. As I said, ministers can be dangerous. Some of the guests seem rather tense. A particular minister, I wouldn't think anyone would ignore such a beautiful night as this. Oh, it's the same thing, right? Yeah, for sure. How long has it been since you visited our fair city? So I'm curious, what's the latest ministry gossip? The ministry is powerful and sneaky. Perhaps you're a bit too curious. Let me advise caution. Huh. Okay. Didn't I already...
No one's touched the souffle.
I hear one minister spreading rumors about the Queen. Yes, Minister Catechus is behind it, but he never involved himself directly. He has others do his dirty work, like Estelle and Arton. They were awfully talkative with him at the last party.
Of course, Catechus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen, but he's not the one accusing her. We have to find that person.
Are they eating the tarts? I knew those omnom berries were out of season.
Like haters. I love the dialogues that they have in this game. Sometimes I just sit AFK to read the stupid things that the characters say to themselves. Or that they talk between themselves. They're like little gossipers. Canuck!
Am I to intimidate these ministers and aristocrats to put them off guard? Surely you can't imagine that these dandies pose some kind of threat to you? Are you even paying attention, or do you simply not care? Either way, you are a maddening woman.
Does Canuck have a thing for a niece?
I can take that.
Kinda seems that way, don't it? Man, I'm so cringy and my eyes are starting to water from looking at the monitor. So let me... Oh no, my kid touched them. My kid touched them. So I can tell if you guys, I can tell if you guys are watching this or not, because I'm using a different way of streaming. And I don't know how the interface works, so please forgive me if I'm missing any messages. I hope I'm not. Ooh. There we go. Alright, gonna look over here somewhere. servant? No? Nobles?
I see Minister Estelle has political
What?
ambitions.
Minister Estelle is being pressured by Minister Marula to retire. Well, she would never. She's far too ambitious.
Oh, well, you know something.
You know.
I'm going to get more punch. It's so fruity. The queen throws a good party. Oh, this isn't Queen's work. This is all Countess Anise. She is amazing. She can charm cream straight out of a... She can charm cream straight out of a cow. She's a master after all. Good point.
I'm not sure about this.
Wait, I wanted to ask you something. Only if you make it quick. I'm so excited. Is that why Minister Southsana wants to share a lack of excitement? Undoubtedly, she likes to be in the thick of things, but Codicus has had her doing clerical work lately. She meets with him regularly. From what I've heard, he'll talk to her about retiring, I'm sure.
I've never met Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Codicus, she may know something.
Okay. My mind is spinning so much information. Can you make heads or tails of it? We learned a few things. First, we know who was in court that day. Yes. A farmer with a goat, two ministers, Estelle and Arden, and Scarlet. And we know that Codicus let others do his work for him. We also heard that both Estelle and Arden have seen Codicus lately. It must be one of them. Let's talk to Minister Arden first. Where are you, Minister? Can I help you help? Yeah, can. Mr. Oh man, you had some time put on you. As I was telling my old friend Codicus the other day, we must really do something about these bandits. They are a hazard. I have reason to believe that they're connected to the White Mantle.
Good to see you, Minister.
Did you see Scarlet the day she had an audience with the Queen? I did. There were 4 of us in the throne room with the Queen and Countess Anise. And the guards, of course. It was Scarlet, me, Minister Estelle, and some dirty farmer with a goat. And the Queen spoke to Scarlet? Yes. She was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering in the Queen's ear. It was making all of us nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study and with the engineer that designed the watch nights. What did the Queen say? She respectfully declined. Scarlet was the last in line, and the Queen left before there could be more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried up. Anything else? As Sylvari Scarlet looked livid, she stormed out, shoving guards out of her way. She was rather frightening, actually. I imagine that's what Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away. Kaz, does this testimony line up? His description of events perfectly match what Anise told me. Minister Arden is telling the truth. He must not be the one.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
Lady Claire.
Oh, pardon me.
Hello, we were just discussing how horrible it is that the Queen betrayed us all. That's just a bad rumor or a lie. No, it's not. I saw her in the Selma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black woolen cloak with the hood up. The only reason I knew it was her was because I bumped into her and saw her face. This doesn't add up. Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I say I was there. Please, you can't tell anyone. You're going to have to testify. Oh, alright, I'll testify that I was paid to lie, but I'll never say who paid me. I don't betray old friends. Still, I wasn't comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
These little... people fucking lying left and right about the Queen? God
You
damn.
must be mistaken. My niece knows a guard who heard from a doorman that the Queen... Oh, I've said too much.
What did the doorman do? Oh, you're Loupeli. Well, you're well known in these parts. The Queen recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. She'd like very much to attend. It's my hope that she will. It's about the Elder Dragons, isn't it? We all heard it roar. We live in fear that one of them will attack the city. I'll do my best to make sure that never happens. But keep talking to me, lady. It may be complicated for the Queen to attend. Oh, I know, those lies Estelle is spreading. Can you imagine our bare feet queen skulking through the streets at night in disguise? It's laughable. I can't imagine it, actually. She's a mesmer. As silly as a liar. That night, Her Majesty didn't retire until late. She had a visitor, but it wasn't Scarlet. It was a Char emissary. They were working on the terms of the treaty.
Countess Anise hardly ever lets the Queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the Queen's alibi.
Interesting. Random Char coming in to making stories. Char emissary. Somebody over here needs to tell the truth. Who is
I
it?
can take that. Thank you.
Which one of you little blokes is it?
Is lying a prerequisite for being in the ministry?
You seem friendly.
It makes me so sad to think that the people who run our city or kingdom can't get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the Queen. I'll pay you for any information you have on the line. Minister, I've had some experience with ministers. Who do you work for? I'll pay for your information. That's generous, but I have nothing to say. I'm employed by Minister Art. I want to shoot myself in the foot for a few coins. But you should. Both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Style. I work for Minister Arton. Do you like your jobs? Most days, my wife has a harder time. Her minister has a gambling problem. If she's winning, she's fine. If not, she's dangerous. Would she know where Estelle was the night of the alleged meeting? Maybe Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. Ask my wife if she knows what happened. She's a good woman and would like to protect the minister.
That's another witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done.
Nicely done. What do you think? Do you have enough evidence to discredit her accusations? Plenty. The servant's wife can testify that Estelle met with Lady Claire. Maybe the threat of her testifying will be enough to shut this down. What else? We have multiple witnesses to say that the Queen turned down Scarlet's request. I still can't believe Scarlet wanted to study with the Watch Night engineer. Thank the gods the Queen turned her down, though that might explain Scarlet's anger when she attacked her city. We know Estelle's friend was lying for her. For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it will be hard to get her to testify to the lie. I guess they weren't such good friends after all. We're ready to confront Estelle with the evidence.
Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave.
I can take that.
I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
Oh, you've been here this whole time. Well, I'm about to get up in your face, lady. Hello, Busy Bee. I must admit, I'm a bit charmed by how you flit from flower to flower. That's kind of, Is she coming on to me? I know all about you. Listen closely to what Estelle says. Once she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press her only when you're certain she's lying. I have a question. Is it true that you work closely with Lord Cardicus? I used to work with Lord Cardicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I started spending most of my time in the ministry library. I hardly ever see him. Tell me more. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from the awful scandal he keeps to himself most of the time. Tell me more. Even at parties, Lord Cardicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Casimir, what do you think? She keeps backpedaling. Press her when she lies and then present your evidence to counter her arguments. Mr. Estelle, can you repeat that? I used to work with Lord Cardicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I started spending most of the time in the ministry library. I hardly ever see him. That's not what I heard. Why would I lie about something like that? He's my boss's boss. I don't work directly with him. I met someone who says he sees Cardicus often. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal he keeps to himself most of the time. You attended its garden party not long
Oh,
ago.
the audacity. Where are your manners?
Guards, please escort these scandal mongers to the gates.
Oh no. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
Oh no, did I fuck? Oh no, I messed it up, didn't I? What just happened? It felt like a mesmer spell. I think Anise created a diversion for us. Let's get back to the party. Ah, I messed it up. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm not supposed to like outright call out her BS.
Stop right there.
This shrimp biz is
Okay.
fantastic. I need another bowl.
Okay, let's try this again. Did I question you closely? Tell me more. What do you think? Okay, that's not what I heard. I'm assuming Narcoticus often. Tell me more. Even at parties, Narcoticus is off doing his own thing and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Shy, huh? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone during the entire party. Beautiful garden though. When it said you had an aside with Codicus, he talked, you nodded. Fine, he and I talked, but you'll never learn the topic of that discussion and you can't prove it had anything to do with the Queen. I don't have to prove it, I just have to discredit you.
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I should revise my statement. Is this a party or a circus?
It's about to be a circus. So what if I spoke with Lord Codicus? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there when Scarlet had her audience with the Queen. Did you hear what the Queen discussed with Scarlet? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering so no one would hear. Tell me more. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Tell me more. I heard the word watch nights. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to the watch nights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's a criminal. No, they spoke too quietly. No one else could hear.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired. I heard the Queen was escorted out for her safety.
I can take that.
You weren't there. You can't possibly know how they behaved unless you questioned the goat. I spoke with Art and his version agrees with the Countess and the goats. Yes, well, one person's politeness is another's friendliness.
Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
Am I nosy? I'm nosy.
Is this a party or a circus?
It doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The Queen arranged to meet Scarlet later that evening. She didn't want any of us to hear them, so she sneaked out. So you're sticking by the claim that they arranged to meet in the throne room? Absolutely, their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy they agreed to something. What else could it be? So it was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they'd already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under that bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. Why are you working so hard to protect Queen Jenna? She sold us all out and now she's trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Absolutely, their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy they agreed to something. What else could it be? You're crazy, and East will never let Scarlet get close to the Queen. Oh yes, she was in it too, all smiles and pet this and pet that. Minister Arden described a very different atmosphere. So it was brief, a look, a smile. Maybe they had already arranged to meet later, so I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under the bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward. A noblewoman. She's old now. She's trying to cover Jenna in a red cape. You told your accomplice to say it was a black cape. No, it was a red cape, I think. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape, I'm sure of it. Dark red. If you and your old friend can agree on the color of the Queen's cape...
I can take that.
Wait, I remember now. The Queen was in a black cape. Countess Anise was in a red one. Did I forget to mention they were both there? You know, the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go anywhere alone. You're saying Countess Anise was there too? What? Clearly we need to discuss this further.
This way.
Oh, When your lies start catching up. We have to eliminate any doubt at all. If there is even the smallest chance that Estelle is telling the truth, she's not. But we need to hear Anise say she wasn't under that bridge. I'm sure I'd have sensed it if there was some kind of mesmer cover-up, don't you think? It doesn't matter. I'll know if the Countess is lying when we ask her. Speak with Anise. Ah, too fast. Ah, there we go. Oh, Anise, darling. What are you?
Stop. Don't approach her. It's an illusion. I am elsewhere. Find me, and we shall talk.
Oh, so Kanaka's standing with a not Countess Anise? So Countess Anise is hiding.
I'm very sorry to hear our clams weren't up to your high standards. We imported them direct this morning.
She's probably out here, back here somewhere. There she is.
My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Varen's dignity.
Wow. Alright. All the scandals? It's a bunch of he said, she said's.
You again? I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I'm about to fucking burst your bubble, miss. I imagine Countess Anise had a lie to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Actually, ministered several people's words against yours. What are you talking about? Has someone said they testify against me? We have witnesses who will support Countess Anise's story. Traitors to the ministry. Traitors! They'll find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. The Queen has positions for those who are honest and honorable. There are those of us who see through the ministry's lies, and our numbers are growing. Jory would approve, eh, Cass? Goodbye, Minister.
I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed the supposed meeting with Scarlet.
What a little shit.
We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Oh, get him.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps.
Skullduggery?
Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
I like her. You must visit more often. The party would have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well. She can now attend your summit. I'll be there as well, though incognito. That's wonderful news. I appreciate your support, Countess. If you have no objections, I believe I will keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we, pet? One last question. If you knew Estelle was guilty, why not just out her? Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable without support. I'd lose much if our dear Jenna were incarcerated and the ministers know it. That's where you came in. I understand. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Goodbye for now. Ooh, so we cleared the Queen's name. I'm surprised Logan didn't come out here and give Estelle a good fucking left-right punch. Oh, hey, it's Canuck.
Ah, there you are, Countess. I trust I played my part in your charade this evening.
There, Blossom. You did very well as the sore green thumb at my affair. I'm sure everyone was far too intimidated by your glowering menace to notice it was an illusion standing beside you the whole time.
Yes, I thought you seemed rather vapid.
I can take that. Thank you.
He didn't even know she was an illusion. That's slick. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna take a quick, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys what I got for Christmas here. I'm so excited. Because you're not gonna believe it. Well, you might believe it. Hold on, you might believe it. Here. Let me see if I can. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Sounds like my kid is banging something against the wall up there. This might get loud, actually. Hold on. Lower this one before anything happens. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, sucks to be you. Can I talk to you? Careful there, you don't want to be seen getting too friendly with the staff. Why are you here? I'm on the job. Bodyguard for a countess. A somewhat more glamorous position than my last, I must say. You mean your position as prisoner? Yes, and thanks for stating the obvious, painful truth. Technically, I'm still a prisoner. It's just now my bars are lined with velvet. Don't let that fool you, though. I'm definitely not free. The Countess owns you now? That's harsh. I wouldn't say that. More like I'm on loan to her from the prison. So as long as I'm a good grunt, she'll keep me with her and I don't have to go back into the cell. You're planning on behaving yourself. Absolutely, I'm no fool. I could be in a much worse situation than this. I guess you could say I learned my lesson. I know I have a reputation for acting rashly, but those days are behind me. Pardon me if I don't entirely believe you. No pardon necessary. You're in a crowd of many watching me like hawks. So far, Countess Denise has treated me with respect. I have no reason to betray her trust. Besides, she amuses me mightily. I'll be at the front of the hunting party if he messes up. I would expect no less, though I do believe you have a hard time catching me again. No offense intended. Just watch yourself. Catching him again? I don't remember having to catch Canuck. Hold on, let me. Canuck. Canuck Guild Wars 2. Uh. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I guess it would be I don't remember this happening in Living World Season 1, but I guess it would make sense since we've passed Living World Season 1. Okay, so background on Canuck. Canuck was hired by the consortium to map, explore, and begin construction of settlements and tourist facility at the newly discovered South Sun Cove. Oh my god, why are words so hard today? Although his contract prevented him from exploiting animals, minerals, or magical resources on the island, it did not mention local flora, and Kanak ordered his team to collect samples of passion flowers as they explored. The team's actions provoked the local Karka, who followed the fleeing survivors of the expedition back to Lion's Arch, where they attacked and destroyed Lion's Gate. Blamed by the authorities for his role in the Karka invasion, Kanak was apprehended in Garenhof by the Lion Guard. To avoid punishment, he offered to help fight the ancient Karka, but fled at first opportunity. Facing life as a fugitive and a freelancing decommissioning team sent by the consortium's subdirector Noel, Canuck made a concerted effort to change. He cast himself as a champion of the weak, and to prove it, sought out and destroyed a Molten Alliance weapons facility. Canuck intended to get even with Null and liberate the refugees from the Molten Alliance who had been tricked into consortium settlements contracts on South Sun Cove. After learning of Null's plans and taking Blim's golem, Subdirector Null, which he reprogrammed to help him with his scheme, Canuck headed back to the island and spread a toxin that aggravated the local wildlife. The civil unrest induced there attracted the attention of a Lion Guard inspector, Alan Keel, who tracked down the Savari with the help of the pack commander, arrested him, and jailed him at Fort Mariner before Canuck could destroy any more evidence of the consortium's wrongdoing. During Scarlet Briar's attack on Lion's Arch, Canuck was moved from his cell and incarcerated at the Vigil Keep. Shortly afterward, an unnamed official from Divinity's Reach offered to buy his relief, and the Savari left the keep around the time that Mordrum invaded the Iron Marches. So that's how we quote unquote met Canuck before. I really don't remember this, but then again, a lot of the Living World season 1 didn't take you to the South Sun Cove. Man, alliteration is heavy. So it makes sense that you would sort of have an introduction of Canuck now. Uh, Living World Season 2, Countess Anise brought Canuck's billet and turned him into an agent of the Shining Blade to serve his sentence. Anise used him to distract guests from her mesmer clone during a party in Divinity's Reach, leaving her free to eavesdrop. Yeah, so that's where we are right now on Canuck and Anise's relationship. She's basically just using the guy as a like dummy, basically as a dummy, just to keep him there for background while she does some sneak work in the background. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's Canuck's sort of background. All right, let's keep on going. Let's keep on blazing. Oh yeah, here I haven't showed you guys the present that I got. I got some. Some kids. I can't tell you, like, how much I miss going to Little Tokyo. How much I miss going to Little Tokyo back out in Los Angeles, because it was so amazing to have like so many Japanese treats, I love mochi. Mochi's awesome. And I love chocolate, so Pocky is perfect. Want to wait to my heart? Give me Pocky. Alright. So we got a letter from Timmy. Hi, I have good news and bad news. I'd ask which you want first, but you know, it's mail. So I choose good news first. As you may have noticed, my WRD waypoint recalibration device worked like a champion. I've been monitoring the waypoint network, and as the workers repair the waypoints, the vines aren't attacking again. So, did I mention I'm a genius? Now for the bad news. It's Flint. No surprise there, huh? He insists that I give him a personal demonstration of how the WRD works. It's as if he doesn't believe that my device is actually causing the change. I'm afraid he's going to try to weasel out of coming to the summit. Can you come be my backup? We might have to beat him up or something. Heck yeah, Timmy. Show me. Oh, wait, I haven't tried top, huh? Alright. Oh, I got this, Timmy. I've been wanting to kick someone's ass. Gotcha, baby girl. You know, aren't there days where you just feel like beating up somebody? You know? 1,000 hands left and right? Who wouldn't? Give me a second here. I have a family message. I don't understand it. Oh, yeah, anyway. So we're out in Dry Top. We're going back to where Scarlet had her epiphany. Oh no, I'm about to get killed, aren't I? Oh no. I feel like there was something else I needed from Dry Top, but I can't remember now. I hope everyone's day is going amazing so far. I hope you all had wonderful Christmases, and you know, I hope you guys are thinking about your New Year's resolutions and what you guys want to do for your New Year's resolutions. You know, it's always nice to have a goal in mind. I'm thinking, you know, everybody that I know usually does like the whole my New Year resolution is gonna be to get fit. And I'm like, I don't have that much of an attention span, really. So maybe my New Year resolution for this year could be something like to well, maybe I have two goals. I have two goals this year. So the first one is to see my family a bit more in Los Angeles. You know, I live out in the Midwest, so it's kind of hard to keep tabs. But my sister is expecting a baby too, and I want, you know, my little boy to meet her little baby girl, and I'm excited for that. And then, so I want to be able to spend more time with family and, you know, hang out and see them more often as I can, like in person. You know, there's only so much you can do via a chat over your phone or a Zoom call and stuff. So, and I think the other thing is pertaining to the game, which is to be able to create eternity. So my end goal, I want it to happen this year. I want it to officially be an eternity year You know what I'm talking about? I want it. I want it so bad, and I've started the goal. I've started already. I just need to get there. I just need to get to my end goal. So I'm hoping. Here, here. I'm hoping I can make that happen for this year. Yeah. So we make our goals. I already told you my goals. You tell me your goals. What are your goals for this year? Let me know. You know, I want to support people on their goals too. I want to be happy for you. I'll be excited for you. You know? So tell me. Tell me. Alright, here we go. Back in. Recalibrating the waypoints. Let's go kick some front butt. If you need someone to be happy for you, I'll be happy for you. Good news always outshines the worst.
Dimey's just ahead. I'd go quickly, though. Those Asuran representatives are getting impatient.
Okay.
My crewmates in Ratasum have been monitoring the waypoint network. They say your device is affecting waypoints, not ley lines. Why?
Can't you see? I adjusted the settings in the waypoint so they process the flow of magic at a more stable rate. I'll put it in simple language for you. My device interfaces with the waypoints and captures on-the-spot readings of magic's rate of flow through them. Using a complicated algorithm that I devised, it calculates the exact minimum frequency required to keep the waypoint running. It then adjusts the waypoint settings.
Our readings are inconclusive without more information. We must demonstrate this device. Now.
You're such a butt. Okay. I see you got my message. Thanks for coming so quickly. I hope you brought some weapons. We won't be assaulting Flunt. Well, I'm not gonna tell her that because I would do it. Are you able to protect the waypoint network? Yes, it's working as predicted. My device is recalibrating the waypoints across Tyria, making them vibrate at a lower rate. Like spiders, Mordrums seem attracted to the vibrations in the net. Less vibration and the Mordrum pay no attention. So it seems, but for some reason, Flunt is still asking. Flunt is still asking for a demonstration. I think he wants all my secrets. Okay. Okay, let me stop here. Because it looks like I might be having a bit of an issue with the wrist stream. I don't want it to happen. Um, That's not what I want. Okay, I'm gonna This is difficult. It's so difficult. Trying to do things on a different app, I suppose you call it. Okay, we're gonna stick here to Twitch. We're just gonna stick here to Twitch. So I'm gonna toggle some things off here. And the screen might go black. Don't panic. I'll be right back. So hold on. Un momentito, por favor.
I'll be back. Bye.